Welcome, everybody, to first round feature card coverage of the Butler County Disc Golf Classic here from the Cranberry Township, just north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm Luke Humphries. With me in the booth today, Maria Oliva. Glad to have you with me, Maria.
Glad to be here.
This is a wooded track we are looking at. What are people going to be experiencing?
Just a lot of creative shots. A lot of the drives leave you with lots of options on that second shot, and so I think you're going to see a lot of different shots from everyone on this card, which I think is going to be exciting to watch.
Totally. I said woods. This looks pretty open. This is the first hole throwing up this hill right here, but it does get wooded around the green. And I'm just going to echo what Maria said. You're really just going to land in places you couldn't practice for, so it's going to be reactionary golf for these ladies today.
Yeah, hole one's really tough. You definitely want to get the birdie on it just because it's just 4 really good shots. The only difficulty is those overhanging branches when you get into that mouth and the elevation really close to the green.
Totally. All right, the Northeast local, Michelle Frazer, going to be throwing first. Pretty sure this lady is a doctor as well, so she's multi-talented. Down the middle.
Yeah, and what you really want is to try to get as close to that first tree you can see. You want to be on the right side because that leaves you a straighter shot for the second shot. But it's definitely a crush to get up there.
Totally.
It's 37 feet of elevation. You can even tell on the footage, which you usually can't.
Yeah, you know it's steep if you can tell. Up next, Innova-sponsored touring professional Lisa Fajkus. No stranger to woods golf.
Yeah, I'm going to guess she's going to be a little pinched by that tree, but she's got a forehand, so I'm sure she'll be able to do something with that.
Yeah, and Holly loves the woods.
Loves this course as well.
Not bashful about showing her admiration for getting back into the woods. A couple different posts from her. And that's perfect.
And rounding
Controlled.
out the card, sponsored by Latitude 64 from Parnu, Estonia, your new 2022 World Champion, Kristin Tattar.
Getting right back on the horse. I mean, we're like less than a week removed from her tapping in for her first World Championship. What do you think it says about her to come back out here right away?
Well, I know she's probably still wanting some points because I know Kristin, I think she wants to be first in everything.
Yep.
And she didn't get to play as many tournaments as she would have wanted, so I'm sure that's what she's wanting out of this. I'm sure another win. Yep. And I've talked to her, and I know she loves woods golf too, so I think she's definitely excited to play this.
Yeah. Few of the top ladies taking this one off. It is a Silver Series event, only worth a quarter of the points as the normal Pro Tour Elite Series events.
Yeah, definitely a lot riding on this last Silver Series for most of these people, yeah.
There is talk about it. I mean, there's people playing for their lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she wasn't too pinched off. It's going to hyzer out into that left side. Oh.
Not a bad roll.
Not with that roll, yeah.
That looked very controlled. Didn't try and get too much.
Yeah, that's a little past the big opening of trees right here. And it's still really tricky to get just inside the circle from there.
Circle 2, there's probably 30 trees.
Yeah, very, very guarded green.
Just trying to flip one up. Yeah, does well.
Mm-hmm.
Just an overstable standstill approach disc.
And that's something I think you're going to see a lot too, is we're going to be throwing uphill a lot on an angle, and you know, sometimes you don't get it high enough and it just cuts right in, and it's just, the elevation is so severe out here. It's crazy to play in.
Oh,
Ooh.
my gosh. Nearly throwing in for her birdie, Michelle, but it stays close, so she'll tap in for par. This is Lisa's birdie look here.
A little timid, but no shame in that.
It's a hard one to run.
Yeah.
Feels like you could roll away from this green.
Yeah, for sure.
And not just this green either. We're going to experience so many elevated, sloped greens on this course.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope we don't see many rollaways, but I'm sure we're bound to see some.
Yeah, happened to a few people on my card. It was just something you had to deal with.
Yeah.
It's fun to play, though. It's very different. This course is like no other course.
Agreed.
I think it's Idlewild meets D-Glow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
for
is
sure.
a crazy combination to think about.
Yeah, definitely also the most strenuous course that we've played all year.
Yeah.
By far.
Physically taxing.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the tee box and you got to catch your breath.
You walk up to every putt and you're catching your breath. Like, yeah, it's definitely a marathon out here. It's a silver series, but it definitely feels very, very important.
Yeah. Hole 2, a little gap off the tee that these ladies are going to need to hit, but opening up into this field, and then you can access this green a variety of ways depending on where your drive lands. So
Yep.
a birdie you want to get, right, Maria?
Yeah, for sure. So usually you're landing on that sloped hill, and depending on how far you make it, it's either you're going to be doing a high hyzer crashing into those trees or trying to keep it low to not catch the overhanging limbs.
Totally. Out in the open for Michelle. Oh, a little hyzer
Nice.
window.
That's the route I've seen most people take.
Okay.
There's definitely, honestly, on a lot of these tees, there are a couple routes to the basket. So a lot of creativity is definitely involved.
Holly got that one flipped up to flat. She's out the gap fine.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All 4 of these ladies in scoring position now. It'll be mostly blind to them. They might be able to see that yellow flag in there, but
Yeah, and see, if you're trying to crash into it, you definitely want to get it high enough because those limbs are not forgiving. And so you really want to drop straight down instead of them pushing you back like Michelle's just did.
all right.
Holly went a little deep on that one.
That was a big hyzer.
Lisa also turning it a little too much, but I think she's still going to have a run at it. Yeah, just barely outside circle 1.
Oh, wow.
That's what you want.
Very nicely done. 2 holes in a row, she's gone to the standstill putter approach.
That's a death putt for sure. That slope is like so fast.
Yep. Oh. Kind of trickles out, but that was a nice bid from Holly. She loves being aggressive on the putting green.
Yeah, so nice putt from Lisa.
Great standstiller up the hill. Yeah, you can see just the way that she's walking up that hill is steep.
Yeah. Nice.
Just getting it in. Beautiful slow-mo angle.
Good comeback from Holly.
Yeah, very confident. Even though
Really,
she didn't... Go
sorry,
ahead.
most of the angles on this green are death putts because of where this basket is on this slope. So, like, yeah, all these putts are
Totally.
great.
You lose your focus for 1 second. You hit the pan, and thing's gone.
Yeah.
All right, couple birdies, couple pars, headed into one of the steepest, if not the steepest holes on the course, Maria.
Yeah, and this hole, the name of the game is catch your breath before you throw because it is literally so uphill the entire way.
Totally.
Drive, upshot, and putt.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, just good moves at the disc.
Yeah, on paper it seems 3 no problem, but you get up there and you're like, whoa.
That second shot, when your run up is not level like it is right here on the tee box, is so much harder.
Yeah, and the landing zone for that second shot is very small. Right where Kristin put it is really the only place you can attack the basket clearly. Anywhere else, you're really just kind of scrambling to get up there.
Yeah. Good one from Michelle. And where that drive, typically would have gone well over 300 feet, these drives are going, none of them, I don't think, 300 feet.
No.
Crazy to even think, but the ground just meeting the disc in that flight so early.
Yeah, you really have to get your angles right and make sure you put some air behind it.
And you're going to get almost no legs into these shots right here up the hill. So you've got to have a little bit slower pace and a little more arm.
Nice.
Yeah. Beautifully done by Holly. She's circle's edge short for a birdie. And Lisa's doing the poke and hope.
Yes. Which she executed beautifully, because that's really all you have if you go past this little opening. There's really no line to the basket. You just kind of throw a hyzer and hope it gets there.
Yep. Worked out beautifully for Lisa.
Yeah. Kristin with a small little hit, but a 4 on this hole is honestly not bad.
No. Oh. Tricky bid. Uphill and hyzers. That's an angle that you just gotta putt them to know how the disc reacts. It's so weird to aim like that.
A little turbo from Michelle.
Back-to-back birdies for Lisa, though. 2 down through 3 holes is a fantastic start from her. Headed into a little short downhiller this 4th hole.
Yeah, and this 4th hole is one of the shortest ones on the course, so it definitely feels like a must get, but it's most definitely not an easy get.
Jump over to this leaderboard real quick. Jessica Weiss, Rebecca Cox, also hot starts off the bat. KT Tati from Estonia, Kristin's travel partner, also under par. And there you are, Maria, with a list of ladies that are right at even par, which is going to play well here.
Yeah, and the thing about this course is it's a little hard to score on because of how tightly wooded it is. A lot of good shots might just nick that last tree and not get you the birdie. Still get you the par, but just no scoring.
Yep, that's well said.
Options.
Yeah, getting the par on some of these holes is not as difficult, but getting that birdie just requires perfection.
Yes.
And a bit of luck, maybe. Ooh. Little fancy forehand line from Kristin.
I'm so blown away by these forehands that I'm seeing on this hole because I didn't even see that line, and I'm sure it's because I don't throw forehands a lot, but that's a really tricky forehand for this hole. The angle is really crazy.
Flex.
I chained out today on this hole.
For ace?
Yeah, I'm really glad it did too because it would have been very far down that hill.
All air?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it stayed right there?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Both for Holly Finley and yourself. That is awesome. Avier X3, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get in the bucket. Michelle showing that she's got good basket skills from almost anywhere inside 100 feet.
Oh.
Look at that. Stepping on her disc in the back, too.
Did she really?
Yeah. She, nicked it a couple times.
Oh, I love Lisa. Oh, yeah, she did. That was in the whole way, too. She knew it.
Unbelievable. Perfect pace.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a little too right. Bit of a slow start for Kristin, just comparatively, but I'm sure she's bound to pick it up on these next few holes. There's a lot of long holes that I think that her sidearm is going to come in really clutch.
For sure.
Brasteen45463 asks, what's a disc you have in your bag that nobody else really uses? I feel like a lot of people do use this disc, but I throw an X-Cal. I like the way it flies, I like the way it glides, and I definitely love the way it dumps. It's always going to give me a very stable finish.
All right, back on hole 5, par 4. It's a little bit of an elbow hole with out of bounds left. And that second shot, extremely uphill. Just some more elevation these ladies are dealing with, Maria.
Yeah, this right here is the landing zone that you want to get in. Very tough to get there, but it's really the only placement in order to get that 3.
Yep.
I have a feeling we're going to see mostly 4s on this hole, just because of how tough the elevation plays and how guarded your second shot is. But yeah, I'm excited to see what these ladies do.
Keeping it nice and low, flipping it flat. She'll have a chance if she's not on one of those trees. Hard to tell exactly where she landed.
Yeah, it's like you can't really tell until you get up there because there's so many trees. 1 inch in any direction, it's a completely different shot.
Totally. Yeah, we see Kristin kick off that tree. Now she's got an opportunity. Michelle confidently turning it over with that OB left.
Yeah, and you definitely have to be careful with that OB because the hill slants towards it.
Big time. You're
obviously not playing to that left side, but it gets away from you real quick.
Yep.
It's not bad for Holly.
Gets past that tree that Kristin hit. All right, this is a big shot. Oh.
Yeah, and as you can see, this second shot, a couple feet in either direction, and you really don't have much of a gap. Kristin's in that perfect position to attack the green, and even still, it's a little tough to get there because of how uphill it is.
Yeah. Maybe just inside the circle for her. Lisa on that tree, but gets away a nice standstill forehand.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
She'll have 45, 50 feet for her birdie. I think a lot of what these ladies need to do today is just get forward progress.
Yeah.
You can't take on a gap that's too close to you. You kind of got to play that bigger gap just to make sure that you get that forward progress and get that par at least.
Yeah, because out here you have to accept that sometimes there just might not be a gap, and you just have to shape your disc to just miss a tree.
Yep.
And that's the gap that you're hitting today.
That's right. It's a standstill putter approach from Holly. Well done from her. A little further back than I thought for Lisa, but easy up and down.
Great putt.
Beautiful tempo.
And
It's
textbook definition of death putt right there, because that thing is gonzo if it misses the basket.
Woohoo. Just sneaking in. Beautiful putt for her. And if you can get a few birdies early in your round, you know, when you take on the hard hole 6, hard hole 11, you just got a little insurance.
For sure. Ooh, great bid from Michelle. Gotta be soft on these baskets. They're a little not forgiving on those dead center 10-footers. Holly spins her putts really good, so she always has to watch them.
Yeah. She'll smoke her putts sometimes.
Yeah. I know
Zip
from
'em.
experience, too.
Here we go. First par 5 of the round. Take us through it, Maria.
Yeah, right here is the landing zone you want to get into. The second shot, again, is a little poke and hope, but you want just a really S shape out of that second shot to miss whatever trees you might come across. And then, yeah, the green is also pretty treacherous and guarded once again. So
Make no mistake, you're going to come across some trees on this hole.
yeah. But getting through this gap on your drive is crucial, because otherwise it's just not going to be a good time coming back up that hill.
No, it's not. You're blind. Yeah. Great shot from Kristin. Hung it out right, drifted it back left. We saw her lean on that forehand a lot during Worlds.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how she shapes her forehands in the woods as well.
Huge shot from Lisa, landing past Kristin's drive and getting the skip, so advantage there. She'll be well up the fairway.
Yeah, you definitely want to bite off as much as you can off your drive, just because of how guarded the second upshot is.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gets all the way to the top. It was hard to see if Holly, not that bad. She's on a little road. Makes her stance a little easier.
Yeah, she's definitely having to throw a little uphill, which makes it harder, but she executed that perfect.
Oh yeah, all
and
the way
a
to the
little
bottom.
roll. Let's go.
That's not even just a little roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wow.
Other than standing in tall grass, possibly, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom.
The course giveth.
Keeping it low.
Oh, this is looking so good.
I love the way she kept that thing low.
Yeah.
It looked a little sketchy early, but it just drops off after that.
Yeah, and the forehand is really the play, just because of how much movement the disc has on the flight. Again, straight shots in the woods aren't always the best, because they're not going to move out of the tree's way.
Lisa was going for that high route.
Yeah.
And now she's got a choice. This is that reactionary golf. Just find a gap.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can get your disc to keep on flying at any point today, it's probably a success. Not much out of bounds here, so.
Facts. Oh. That was a tough angle and gap, but you gotta go for those skinny ones sometimes. That's all you got.
Yeah, look at this shot.
Looks so good.
Oh my goodness.
Great recovery shot from Holly.
Yeah, she'll have a choice from there. This basket, very high up on a hill, makes you think about it.
Yeah, and that's really the only open area close to the green right there. Still very guarded.
Work not done. Look at this thing continue to drift to the right. Wow, circle's edge.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful shot from
Go
Lisa.
in. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
A little bit long with it, but just over the top. All right, here we go.
Oh, see? Holly usually loves running some big putts, but that tells you all you need to know about this green.
Yeah. And about what she's trying to do this week, you know?
Yes.
She's here to play a full 3-round event. She's not going to burn strokes right off the bat.
Nah, she's here to win. She loves wooded golf, and I know she loves this course. I know she's her eyes on the prize this weekend.
Oh, good standstill bid from Lisa with her left foot way above her right. Makes it tricky.
Nice. Even that short putt guarded by the tree right there.
Yep. Beautiful green, though.
Yes. Yeah, it's one thing about this course. The people who maintain it, you can tell, really care about this place because it's so well taken care of and manicured. And
if it's not the rock work, it's the mulch. If
and
it's
the
not
tee
the mulch,
pads.
it's the grass and the tee pads. Yeah, super grippy. The way that they textured the top of the tee pads is very nice for any conditions. As we take a look at the leaderboard after 6, it's now just Lisa and Kristin at 2 under. Jessica Weiss falling a stroke back. I guess Rebecca as well, but still very, very compact around the top. Nobody breaking away.
Yeah, really the entire field is just a couple of strokes from each other, which tells you
speaks to the high level of talent and the hard course that we're dealing
with.
Getting those birdies is just such a premium. Doesn't come easy. They feel good. And this one, extremely uphill. You see it there. Backlit in the background.
Yeah, and this hole's tricky. Again, one of the shortest holes out here, but extremely uphill, and you don't want to be putting on this hole because it's like the entire way is uphill, and it gets even steeper closer to the basket, so you're having to catch your breath the entire time.
I know, like, wrap your head around this. 196 feet. People are throwing full-speed drivers as hard as they can. That's what we saw from Kristin just a second ago, and she put herself well inside circle 1, looking at another birdie. Boom.
Yeah, nice shot.
Yeah, right there by Kristin.
There's 41 feet of elevation from the tee pad to the basket on this hole. That's crazy.
Just immediately, the back rim of that disc is just dragging air, trying to get that disc to tail off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing up a snack in preparation for this putt. Sit. Ooh. I saw a pretty nasty roll away off that stone today.
Oof.
Just reminds you that you just get it chain high. Just throw it hard.
Yeah. Great putt.
Beautiful putt from Holly. Difficulty level 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That signature Holly style.
Yeah, she really pinches her putters.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, there's a ton of ways to do it. Mm-hmm.
No brainer for Kristin.
I wonder if there's just like no pressure for her at this point. Like, you know, she's here competing. Obviously, she wants to win, but she just won the biggest tournament of her life. Like, things are changing for her.
I feel like for Kristin, like, she isn't even thinking about her competition because I genuinely don't think she's had any this year. I think she's always putting the pressure on herself just to, like, you know, play to the highest level that she can, just because, I mean, who else is just throwing back-to-back 1,000 rated rounds out here?
No, insane. Yeah, to average above 1,000 for the Worlds, that was super impressive stat. Par 5, 8th. It's kind of a fish hook. Players are going to head up the hill with a right to left slope and then just continue around the corner of the hill. Right to left slope, basically the last 300 feet of the hole.
Yeah, for players that have a sidearm, this is definitely the hole to get. Beautiful shot. And you almost want to land. Yeah, you want it to land a little higher up because it gives you an easier forehand, but yeah, this definitely happens out here.
Are you kidding me? Stop. It's just ramping trees.
That was bad.
Oh my gosh, hate to see it.
Lisa with a beautiful backhand.
This is just going to tail off, unfortunately. Continue skipping down the hill.
Yeah.
It's really hard for righty backhands to keep the disc straight as it lands on the ground. See if this is a bit lower, it'll have less time. I think this is the...
Yeah, and I think her disc was slower too. Holly, I feel like, is probably throwing a lot of Makos and Roadrunners out here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great shot from Michelle.
Full flight. Got the knucks from Holly. She'll be up first. Michelle, that is. She's going around the corner here. Needs that disc to continue pushing right.
Yeah, luckily that was slow enough to where it didn't catch an edge and either roll or skip down that.
We got a Holly Finley forehand alert.
And a beautiful forehand at that. That was so good.
I literally don't think I've ever seen a Holly Finley
it's
forehand.
not common. I've definitely seen it, but it's always, and it's honestly always good. I don't know why she doesn't use it more often.
It's like James Conrad.
Yeah.
He's got a great one. A little low. And this looks good. Those trees, four of them right there in the background, the skinny ones. You're about 30 feet behind that. Oh, great. She's inside the circle there.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 trees that guard the basket on this hole, and if you get past them, you're going to have a great look at a putt. If you do not, you're going to be straddling something right there.
Michelle brought it around the right side of those trees perfectly. Looks like Holly's trying to do the same. Hanging it out a little bit. Getting away with it. She'll have 20 or so feet for... What is that? Would that be her birdie?
I think so.
We'll see. Everybody's got a putt at this point.
Yeah, a little hyzered out for Lisa, but she's been hitting some big putts today.
Putt's been looking great from Lisa.
Another one.
What? On a string, Maria.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see Lisa shredding. She puts in a lot of work, and she putts a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's no wonder that she's on fire.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's a birdie after that nice forehand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Birdie for Kristin.
I think I like her straddle putt more than Nate Sexton's, and I like his straddle putt more than most. I thought I liked it
Kristen's
the
is
most.
so good. The timing's just perfect. Small miss from Michelle, but gotta shake it off.
Little lapse in concentration, maybe.
Yeah, it sucks. You really don't want to be giving away little strokes like that out here, but
No, you don't.
definitely happens.
No, you just played a hole that's 8, or I guess not. Yours was 540, but it was up a hill around the corner.
Yeah, super hard. And
Once you've
this
done all
one's
that.
even harder, but in a different way. You're throwing straight down that hill that you just played up. And you have a high ceiling, so you either want to go over the top of all those trees or get it low enough, but fast enough to get to the green.
OB long, if you do get it there. Oh.
And then obviously you have to miss those guardian trees right there.
It's just an odd angle to have to
Yeah.
throw at. Straight down. Oh. Going over the top route?
Yeah. Looks like it's hyzering a little much, but those trees should have caught it.
Either way, it's handy.
Yeah.
I do like the high route for that purpose.
Yeah, you get a lot of distance very easily.
Yep. You're down there. Flip.
Yeah, I think Holly missed her line by a little bit, and definitely the angle, because I know she wanted that to flip.
Yeah, she'll be 175 feet from the basket, and oh, this could roll.
A roller is a really good play on this hole. That's what I'm going for on this hole.
Nice.
And it gets you down there every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's what she was going for, but I'm sure she's stoked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect upshot from Holly.
Beautiful ground play.
Another treacherous green with that OB road. There's a little ditch with some water on the right side, and it's also elevated.
Yeah, a little early from Kristin, but she's in the circle as well. For her par, this is a pretty hard par. Did you see any birdies on your card, Maria?
No. No, I think the birdie 2 on this hole is going to be pretty rare.
Yeah, downhill, low ceiling, extremely sticky grass.
Yeah. Because it's really a sidearm or a roller, and a lot of the FPO don't have a 430-foot sidearm.
Indeed. Large sidearm. Oh.
Yeah, not stoked about that. But again, it's a little breezy right here too because it's the few openings in this course.
First bogey of Kristin's round right there. Dropping back to 3 under par.
Great putt from Holly.
Yeah, that's a nice up and down right there.
Yeah.
After 2 birdies to keep those strokes. Whoa. Somebody's timer went off right as Michelle was lining that up. Oh my goodness.
I almost thought that was me for a sec.
She paused, composed herself, hit the putt.
Yeah, good putt.
Yeah, she just missed one from similar distance.
Right, so to get that composure back's awesome.
Yeah. There you have it. Front 9, and look at Lisa out there by herself. 4 under with a bogey. She got the world champ on her tail, though. Anything else you see from that scoreboard, Maria, other than your name, T3?
Yeah, there's a lot of us hanging at 1 down. And again, only a couple strokes behind us are KT and a couple of the other people. But yeah, I think the next few holes are really tough to score on. So I think par is going to be looking really nice.
Yeah, we got plenty of golf left to play. Come see us for the back 9. For Maria Oliva, I'm Luke Humphries. Thank you for joining us on the Disc Golf Network.